Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back for some more EVE Online. Welcome back also to CC, the test server for EVE Online, because I want to take a look at a new feature that CCP Karkur announced over Twitter that should be coming to the market, and more specifically to the market orders. So let's dive right in. Here is the market window, and then of course if you are someone that wants to trade, you put up buy orders, you put up sell orders. These show up here. And what's changed is that it is going to now be an orders history tab that is going to give you an overview of everything you have been trying to buy, everything you've bought successfully, and everything that you've been trying to sell and that you have bought successfully. Why do I think that this is actually a very handy and very welcome feature? If you guys follow me on EVE Talk, I've actually been trying to find a way to basically very quickly within the game view all the previous trades that I've made without having to put up a spreadsheet on outside of the game or something like that. And that's not been too easy. The system that I've been using is this. I basically have 4 folders in my quick bar, one for the stuff that I'm trying to buy, stuff that I'm trying to sell, stuff that I've bought, and stuff that I finally completed, the trades that I've completed. So let's say that I want to try a trade in the Inferno Fury missiles. I would say, okay, I'm trying to buy this, and let's just take a price that's possible here. I would have tried to buy this for 460 ISK. So I would add this here, add the item to the quick bar, and I would have moved this into trying to buy. Eventually, if I'm lucky, the order is filled. I would put this into bought, and the bought one would actually also be, can I right click and mark this as ticket folder? I make this the ticket folder so that the items that I've bought show up here on the ticker. And if I then notice, alright, these have actually gone up in price, that means that it's probably a good time to try to sell them. Although most of this stuff, I usually try to keep an eye on it through EVE Talk anyways. But let us say that we've bought these successfully, and then I finally want to try and sell them, and that would be for 600 ISK. So I would update that additional text here, and I would put them in trying to sell, and then eventually the sell order would trigger if I'm lucky, and then I could finally move that into trades made, and here I would have an overview of my successful trades with the buy price and with the sell price. Now this is a lot of work just to keep track of those trades, just to have that information on hand. It also has a very big drawback. If I want to do a second Inferno missile trade, if I'm not mistaken, it becomes a pain in the butt, because then we get Inferno Fury heavy missile. Let's see if I can re-add that. I could add that. Yep. And can I put that in here? No. You see, now you can't put 2 completed trades of the same item. That would actually be very handy information. I can't put those in the same folder. So it's definitely a lot of work, very sensitive to making mistakes. And to forgetting, basically. All right, I'm trying to sell lots of stuff, including one of these that I was trying to track. Forget it, and there we go, it's gone. I'm not going to browse through all my transactions in order to find that. So all of this will now finally be replaced with an orders history tab, which is of course very, very handy. It gives you the completed ones, the cancelled ones, when it happened. Here we've got some without a timestamp, but that's because it's CC, probably the time of the migration. Everything that was up here probably is taken over like this as data. But what I did is I basically tried to buy and sell some stuff with another character that I have in Cheetah on this server in order to create these logs over here. For instance, I sold broadcast nodes, which I still have on TQ as well, from the inventory, and my superconductors logged into the other character, and I actually bought these as well. So what you notice is here the full 55 of these have been sold for 1.9 million. From the superconductors, only 20,000 out of the 30,000 have been sold for 12,900. It's pretty important to note that the superconductors are not in my trying to sell tab. In fact, for as long as your sell order is here, even at 10 out of 20,000, it won't show up in the history. It's only when it's either completed or cancelled that it'll be at the end here. And it can be cancelled by you manually, or of course after the period of your order is over, usually 3 months. I don't think anyone puts up orders for a different time frame, although sometimes people do. Something else that I then tried to do, it took me a while to find an item that was only sold and not bought within Jita, and it turns out that this Beatwave Glacier Augmentation Crate was in that state. So what I did is I bought everything on their character, set up a buy order, and tried to then complete them. So at first I actually made a mistake trying to buy him for 1 million, but I set the wrong range, so I bought straight from another market. That actually apparently works. So the way that works is, oops, and there's ice cream truck. It's great weather, but all right. As long as you do a place buy order and you give it a duration like a day, even if it's then for a price that's doable. Let's maybe do 1,000 of these and then do them at 455.10. Oops, like that. At, come on you, 455.10. Let's do that. Press buy, it should trigger. Yeah, that's fine. All right, well, this is the test server. Okay, why? Oh no, that's because, god damn it. Actually, I want to place a buy order. Quantity 1000, and it's actually the sell price that I want to hit, which it hits here automatically. Okay, duration 1 day, that's fine, fine. Let's press buy, yes, and yes. So now it does show up here. It should actually buy these. What the hell is happening here? Well, this is why we test, of course. Let's go for the market orders. My current market orders. So this one is still here, that one is not. Order history. There we go. Fine. The Inferno Fury heavy missiles bought at the best sell price. That order is here. Now let me try a direct buy. If I want to buy, let's say 5,000 of these. Right, I buy those immediately. Yep, that's fine. I get them in my item hanger, which should be up to 5,100 in this case. Okay, that's just fine. And then if I go back to my market orders, they're not here, and it's not here either. So that's actually pretty important to know, that the instant buys and instant sales will not show up in this list. I think I've demonstrated that right here. Was there something else that I wanted to show about this? I've actually been taking a quick look at this. That's of importance. Oh yes, the updated timestamp is basically how you'll order them by time frame, and it's actually descending. That's, I think, the best, because the oldest one is down here, the newest one is here. As I've said, if I actually put this up only on the personal order so that my old corp orders are gone. This one I think makes the most sense, right? The most recent one always at the top, and whenever it is ascending like this, those would be at the bottom. I don't think that that's how you want to set this up. And one suggestion that I already saw in the Twitter thread as well is perhaps a search bar for a specific item could be very useful. Let's say that you do lots and lots of trading and you're interested in, well, how have I been doing when it comes to my Nemesis trades, for instance. If you could search and then filter on only that one item, potentially you'd have an easier time finding all the information that you need, especially when this becomes a massive list. On the other hand, you can also just filter alphabetically for the items, do that on both sides, and then of course right now I don't have orders on both sides, but if I did, it would be pretty easy, for instance, to find everything that's going on with the superconductors anyway. So is this enough? It probably is for like 95% of the players. Those really big traders that have a lot and a lot going on, they might actually want a filter up here in order to be able to filter on types and only show a very specific item type that they have been trading. But other than that, this feature looks really cool, and I actually look forward to seeing this on TQ, to actually doing some trading and then adding this potentially to EveTalk, or maybe just to have a much easier time showing you guys the trades that I've been trying to make, that I've made successfully. I think that this is an awesome feature for people that love the market, and I love the market. So yeah, bring it on. If you yourself have any interest in this, definitely try to take the time to come take a look at CC, test it out a little bit. If you have feedback to give, go to the forums, because I do think CCP is always open for that. But very nice feature. I absolutely love it. So let's put this back on updated the way I want it. And there was still one thing. Oh yeah, I prepared a few more here, right? Viral agents. I'm trying to buy one for 8K, trying to sell these. And so as soon as you cancel this, let's say that someone bought 200 of these, it would still show up right here in this My Orders tab. It's only either after the 90 days are passed, or if I right click and press cancel this order. Yep, and we'll cancel this one as well. Yep. If we can keep up. There it is, it's gone. And then you go to the order history, and here we go. The latest one, Viral Agents, has been added to the list, and I've basically cancelled an order trying to sell these for 8,500 and trying to buy these for 8,000. Now there's one of the same type in every tab here, and this very easily is going to give you at a glance, okay, I was successful with buying from this price on, and I've been successful in selling from this price on, but also I know, for instance, on TQ that this buy order, the Guardian for 184 million, is still up and running, and that I won't be able to buy it. There's too much competition in the 190s, apparently, that's going on there. And so that way, I'll have, I think, a very nice tool to recognize, especially my Tech 2 ships, which is where I actually do most of my trading, to easily recognize the bottoms that I've been successfully buying at and the sell prices that I've managed to sell at as well. You can just right click here as well, view market details, go to that price history. I mean, this chart looks like a mess because this is the test server, but it's really, I think, going to help a lot with trying to have a look at how far from your previous trade is the market now. Should we be keeping a closer eye on this one? Because it's heading in that direction, for instance, when you're looking to do more buy orders, or are we going up? Do I have any of them left? Should I put up a new buy order? Things like that. Very handy tab. I totally look forward to that. It is, I think, going to help a lot and be an awesome feature. And that's what I wanted to show with you guys. This is coming hopefully soon to DQ. Right now it's on the test server for you to take a look at. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.